Hello everyone, my name is Tribaha Eliahwati and let's learn English with me. And today we will focus on procedure text. Have you ever made food from the recipes you read? You read the recipes and practice step by step how to make it. The ingredients and the steps for making it are presented in the receipt. Yes, the receipt you are reading is an example of procedure text, or it can be called procedural text. I will explain about the definition, the purpose, the generic structure, and the language features of procedure text. And now let's talk about the definition of procedure text. Procedure text is a piece of text that gives us instruction for doing something. Procedure text is a text that is designed to describe how something is achieved through a sequence of action or steps. And now we are going to talk about the purpose of procedure text. The social purpose of procedure text is to show how something is done through a sequence of steps that allows the reader to achieve the goal. And the purpose of a procedure text is to tell the reader how to do or make something through a sequence of action or steps. So it can be concluded that procedure text is a type of text that aims to describe an instruction about how something is achieved in the right order or steps. And usually the title of the procedure text begin with how to. For example, how to make a cup of tea and how to use the computer and many other examples. After this, we are going to talk about the generic structure of procedure text. So, procedure text has 4 structures that are goal, materials, steps, and result. And I will explain about the goal section first. In this section, gives information about the intent and purpose of the procedure and predicting a conclusion. And now I will continue to explain about the material section. Material section contains list of materials that needed to perform a procedure text. And the next section is steps. Step section contains about list a sequence of instruction or activities to achieve a goal in the correct sequence of steps. And the last is result section. Result section is about the result of a series of steps that have been carried out. So now I'm gonna explain about the language features of procedure text. Procedure text has 4 language features, and the first one is using simple present tense. Procedure text must be written using simple present tense. This is because in the procedure text that there are facts sentences about the manufacture or use of something. And the second one is using imperative sentences. And do you know any examples of imperative sentences in procedure text? And the example of imperative sentences is add 3 onions and mix it well with the dough. And don't forget that the imperative sentences must begin with a verb. For example, heat, stir, mix, and boil, plug in, and so on. And the third is using connecting words. Connecting words are used as a liaison between one activity and another. For example, firstly, secondly, then, after that, finally, last, and so on. And the last is using adverbs. Adverbs are used to give an adverb of time, such as in 10 minutes, for an hour, during the first half hour. In addition, it can also be used to provide information on how to. For example, slowly, well, fast, and so on. And now I'm gonna explain about the types of procedure text. Procedure text has several types. Here are 3 types of procedure text that you should know. And the first one is simple procedure text. A simple procedure text only presents the procedure text briefly, concisely, and clearly. And the second one is protocol procedure text. A procedure text that contains work steps that are not too strict. And the last is complex procedure text. A complex procedure text consists of many steps that reader or listener must follow. Alright, now let's continue to the example of procedure text. I will show you an example so that will make it easier for you to understand what procedure text is. So, the example of procedure text is about how to make ice cream. As we can see here that the author writes the goal, the materials, the steps, and the results on how to make ice cream. And I will give short explanation about this text. The example of imperative sentence in this text is stir ice and salt in the larger container. And in this text also using connecting words that are first, then, next, and last. And the adverb of this text is 10 to 15 minutes to stir the ice cream. And that's all. And I hope you can understand what procedure text is, and also I hope you guys enjoy the lesson, and thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.